It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I turned on my Instagram very early in January and I had a lovely message from Cloudwater Brewing Company saying, would you like to try our alcohol-free beer range for January 2024? And I said, of course, absolutely, let's do it. So, roll my sleeves up. They sent me a lovely pint glass. Now, I love my lager, absolutely love my lager, my German lagers, my Czech lagers, and I think, cool, that is just perfect, absolutely perfect for the summer, coming up to the summer of 2024, looking forward to a nice cold lager in this Cloudwater Brewing Company glass. The beers they sent, now they're quite interesting, these beers. They've sent 2 alcohol-free IPAs. Now they're called Fresh. One in a kind of a lightish turquoise blue colour can. And the other one's in a green can. There we go. So one's the Citra edition. The green can is the Citra edition. They're a brewery from Manchester, if you don't know them. Absolutely fantastic quality beers from Cloudwater. Now the other 2 beers are of equal interest because I've been going to Norway over the last 8 or 9 years. And something I've noticed recently in Norway is alcoholic sodas. Now, this is an alcoholic-free soda, but it's a big thing in Norway, alcoholic sodas. Apricot and citrus shrub soda. All of these beers are 0.5% ABV. I've done some research because I don't know an awful lot about alcohol-free beer. In America, they term it as like trace alcohol. There's a trace of alcohol in the beer. You can't call it alcohol-free beer in America. You have to call it non-alcoholic in America. But in the UK, it's a little bit different. This is R2G Root to Ginger Fresh Ginger Beer with Cloudwater. It's another soda. All of the cans are in 440 millilitres. This one's 0%, so there's absolutely 0% alcohol in this one. Soda 0.5. So, without further ado, let's open up these beers. Get them in the glass and see what we get. Definitely looks like a Cloudwater beer, doesn't it? That lovely Cloudwater haze. 1 to 2 finger white head. Looks very, very good. Good levels of carbonation in the beer. I'd say straw colour. Nice haze. Not much in the way of sediment in the bottom. So they've managed this brew rather nicely. That smells fantastic. It really does. I mean, alcohol-free beer has come a long way. A long, long way. This smells great. Soft, pillowy, hoppy. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. That's as good as it's going to get. in terms of kind of like alcohol-free beer. It is January. In January, I do get sent quite a lot of alcohol-free beer. Some I can manage, I'll drink them. Some I'll be, no, I don't like this whatsoever. I can quite honestly say that this is the best non-alcohol or alcohol-free beer that I've ever tried, ever on the channel. I mean, I think if you said to me that this was a 3% or like a low, like a 2.5%, I'd probably agree with you. The hops are shining. You really get a taste of the malt. It's balanced between that kind of light crisp malt and the hops on the back end. Really well done. You do notice, you definitely notice, there's no warmth. Say you had a, let's look at one of Cloudwater's kind of most famous beers, one of their signature beers, Cloudwater's Double IPA. Now this has got the same amount of hops, some lovely kind of biscuity malt flavours coming through. But what you're missing, say from a Cloudwater Double IPA, is the warmth, that lovely kind of warmth as the beer slides down the throat into the pit of the stomach. But that's fine. It's alcohol-free beer. It's January. You're not supposed to get the warmth. So very, very quickly, as I said, I've done a little bit of research. The way they brew this beer is that it's managed fermentation. So they're managing the fermentation. So just as the beer wants to, or the yeast and the malt wants to start producing alcohol, it's managed, it's stopped. That's as much as I'm going to be able to tell you. I don't want to bore people. This channel is never about, this is not an overly kind of like a big information channel. What's an IPA or what's a stout or the history of beer. This is more a channel that will kind of skim over very, very basically what alcohol-free beer is, and then you can make your own mind up if you want to try it or not. What I will say, I like the first beer. Let's try the Citra edition. This looks a little bit more like they've added some wheat. Have a look at the two colours of the beer. The Citra version looks kind of almost a little yogurty. One finger, white head. Not much in the way of carbonation. It looks decent enough. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, that Citra hop is punching up the glass. Wheat and oats. I'm definitely picking up some oats in the beer, in the aroma of the beer. And that Citra hop is shining. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, now then. The oats are offering up a lot more of a creamy mouthfeel. Almost a richer, creamier mouthfeel. Beautiful. Love a beer with oats. Absolutely love beer with oats. even if it is non-alcoholic. And then that Citra hop comes through. Now, what I will say, what I've noticed is, because it's non-alcoholic, because it's 0.5% ABV, for me, and this is only a personal thing, you might taste something different in your beer. I'm just offering up a personal opinion on what I'm tasting. It's almost as if the Citra offers up a little bit more of a rawness of the hop, a little bit more like organic, like you're really tasting that Citra hop like bare bones, like it's hop juice or hop oils or hop concentrated water. You're really feeling it's almost like you're feeling the acidity, the acids in the hops. And whether that's to do with it being an alcohol-free beer, it must be, because you don't really taste that when a beer is fully fermented. That's something I've noticed. But again, I like it. I really, really like it. It's really good. Now, I've always been one of these people that I've almost written off alcohol-free beer to this point. I like these. These are the first two beers which I will probably say that I'd rather drink these over a cup of tea. Now, my normal way of thinking is, why drink non-alcoholic beer when you can just make a cup of tea or a coffee or an orange juice? If you're going to do the whole dry January thing, just steer clear of it altogether. But I like the fact that if you do decide to go down this road of buying alcohol-free beer, you're supporting breweries in January. It's hard enough in the brewing industry at the moment as it is, without dry January or sober for October or whatever else will get kind of like spun up in the future. And pardon me, it's a nice way to support the breweries. It's a nice way, if you've got a bit of spare change, to plump down and buy some non-alcoholic beers. Just to, I mean, these breweries have still got to pay wages, whether people are doing dry January or not. They've still got to pay wages. They've still got to pay their rent at the end of the month for their facilities and everything else involved in brewing, buying malt, buying hops, buying yeast and all this other kind of stuff that goes with it, paying taxes. So if you can buy yourself a non-alcoholic beer, then please do. Right, let's move on then. I'm going to go with the Apricot and Citrus Shrub Soda. As I mentioned, I've been drinking these kind of sodas, alcoholic versions, in Norway, and they're really quite different. They're really quite interesting. This one looks like juice. Let's get the aroma, a little bit of carbonation. It smells really good. Really good. This one is 0.5%. You really get that kind of citrus, that apricot. Really juicy, really juicy. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, it's lovely. Really lovely. Still using malt. You're still getting that slight kind of malty, worty, sweet taste in the soda. Refreshing, interesting, zingy, zesty. Yeah, again, something to enjoy in the month of January. And last but not least, this is the one that's really kind of like, for me, I'm thinking I've left the best till last here. I love ginger on a personal level. I absolutely love ginger beer. In fact, over Christmas, one of my family members left a bottle of, I'll just let this glug away a minute. Look at that in the light. Look at that. A family member left a bottle of Old Jamaica ginger beer in the fridge. Oh, and I had a glass of it yesterday and it was fantastic. Love a glass of ginger beer, really kind of like burny and lovely. I hope this is the same. Hazy, definitely looks like a ginger beer. Definitely looks like a glass of Old Jamaica. Oh, fantastic. Herby, rooty, spicy, peppery. The ginger's kind of like tickling the hairs in your nose. Oh, it smells great. Let's dive in. I think this has got malt in as well. Water, cane sugar, cold pressed ginger juice, apple juice, concentrate, white grape juice, lime juice, lemon juice, concentrate, lime juice, concentrate, preservatives. It doesn't have malt in. Isn't it funny? Your brain sometimes tricks you. I wonder if this apricot and Citra shrub has any malt in it. I'm pretty sure that this does. I don't think it does. I don't think it does. Wow. No, I was sure that had malt in it. I was absolutely sure. This ginger beer is kind of like got that fantastic burn going on. That ginger burn. Refreshing. Fantastic. Probably my favourite out of the four, only because I love ginger. The rest are really good. The 0%, 0.5% IPAs here, the fresh, are really good. They're really, really good. They're both kind of like 9 out of 10s. 9 out of 10. For non-alcoholic beer, I've never been convinced up until this moment. But if anybody's going to convince you, it's these top end craft brewers. Your likes of the Cloudwaters. If they're going to make an alcoholic-free beer, they're going to do it really, really well. And they have done. They have done. It's a 9 out of 10. The soda, apricot and Citra shrub, equally a very, very nice beer. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. The ginger beer, fantastic. Fantastic. 10 out of 10 for the ginger beer. I hope you liked the video. Thank you very much to Cloudwater Brewing Company for reaching out to me on Instagram and sending me the beers. Really looking forward to working with you in the future, hopefully. And of course, I've got my lovely lager glass to look forward to all summer now. That's a lovely glass. Yeah, thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.